What's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy Jason Yamamoto, and today I'm going to be answering some Q&As. One of the boys asked me is, how can you find the perfect girl? And that's a very tough question to answer, man. I'm going to try to answer it the best as I can, and don't hold me to it, okay? I'm married. I've been married for 4 years, so I've been out of the game for a while. But just to let you know, before my wife, I dated 2 other girls before that, and during those breaks, where I wasn't dating, I've at least had 50 to 60 different girls as in sexual interactions, right? Talk to them, party a little bit, laugh, and close the night off with a little bit of fun. And then the morning came, you part ways, never see each other again. Those kind of, sexual interactions. Anyways, pretty much what worked for me was when I was technically ready for a long relationship. When I mean a long relationship, a very committed relationship. I hope you understand that. See, what's going to work for you may not work for somebody else, right? What works for me may not work for somebody else, or may not even work for you. Like, when I was ready to find the perfect girl for me, was that I was ready to be married. Like, I wanted a wife. Like, I wanted to be married. You understand that? A lot of guys are not ready for a commitment. That's a commitment for that kind of relationship. It's scary to a lot of guys because they don't understand what they're in for. They don't know if the relationship will make it. They don't know if their spouse will cheat on them. They don't even know if they can stay loyal to their spouse long enough for them before they cheat on their wives, right? A lot of guys can't handle that kind of commitment, and it drives them crazy. And next thing that happens, they'll cheat on them. They'll leave them for another woman. Or some cases, leave them for another guy, whatever. But I've seen crazy cases, right? But what's going to help you find the most perfect girl is that you have to find a commitment first. And if you can commit that for the rest of your life, then it'll be probably easier for you to commit to a woman. What helped me was committing to the military, right? I've been in the military for 10 years, and I'm about to, it's hard for a lot of guys to re-enlist after their first contract, right? So with that being said, you have to learn how to commit first and then proceed through it. Then once you're ready to commit, right, this is when you're ready to find the one, right? And before you find the one, I need you to go find the scriptures where at the very end, where you're about to put on the ring, right? At your marriage ceremony, whether if you're Muslim, Christian, Catholic, whatever, right? When you're going to get married, you have to repeat these certain phrases. One of the 2 phrases that you never forget is that you will be together through rich and poor, and through sickness and death, right? Well, rich and poor is pretty much saying, if you're wealthy and then you become go through poverty, you hope that your spouse will stay with you, right, and not leave you, right? And also, and sickness and death is that if, let's say, you lost both if you lost both your legs, as you were, if you lost both your legs, you hope that your spouse will be there for you. So what you're looking for is loyalty, right? Loyalty. So commitment and loyalty is that you have to be ready for those 2. And not only does she have to provide loyalty to you, but you have to provide loyalty to her. So also, love is a two-way street. Love is a two-way street. So everything goes. That means commitment. Both of you have to be committed. Both of you have to be loyal, right? Also, both of you have to have the same amount of IQ, right? It has to be that you two have to be at the same IQ to be the perfect match. Okay, you two have to be able to manage money, have to have the same kind of conversations, have to be able to budget, time manage, have the same goals. Pretty much, almost, I won't say have the same mentality. Let's say you're a bowler and she was a pro skater, or you're a pro bodybuilder and she was a pro painter. You know, you two don't have to have the same hobbies, but you two have to have the same IQ. You have to be well educated, this almost at the same education level, or else you two won't make it. Okay. Um, the thing is, I found a lot of people is that this is why you'll never see an Einstein date a top model. It's not going to happen. Only people who marry top models are people who have no formal education. I mean, I'm not saying that rich people don't have formal education, but people who marry just for cosmetic looks tend to not be very happy at all. You always see them go through these divorces. They cause all these dramas. You even got that guy who was in the soccer team in Africa, right? And he killed his girlfriend, who was a model. Come on, look at this. This is not good. Like I said, you and your partner has to have the same amount of IQ, right? Can't be too much higher, can't be too much lower, or you guys go drive each other crazy. So with that being said, there's gonna have to be a lot of talking, a lot of communication as well, as to finding the perfect girl. Because the thing is, with finding the perfect girl, you're gonna have to definitely have to settle at some point. Like, what I mean by settle for a certain, what do I want to say? What I'm trying to say. A certain flaw, okay? So let's say, let's say she has bad breath, but you love her for who she is. Are you gonna hate her because she has bad breath? Or let's say one of her eyes is slightly crooked to the right. Or let me see, or one side of the boob is bigger than the other. I mean, stuff like that. You're gonna have to settle for a certain flaw, and you got to be okay with it. Not everybody's built perfect. Everybody has their unique. Everybody has a certain uniqueness to them, right? And I don't think anybody's ever perfect. If somebody is that perfect, they're hiding something. I don't think God ever created anybody perfect. Because if He did, man, we would need plastic surgery. I'll tell you that much right now. Now, so with that being said, finding the perfect person is up to you mostly. It's like, what are you willing to settle for, and are you willing to be committed? Are you willing to be loyal, right? And you got to get these answers from your partner as well. You gotta look into her and say, it's like, hey, are you ready to be committed? Are you, through sickness and death, and through rich and poor? And you gotta really lay it down. Like, you gotta show her what poor looks like. So what I'm trying to say as well is, it would probably benefit you if you can find somebody with the same background as you. That was raised in the same perspective. Like me and my wife, right? Her parents went through a divorce as well when she was younger, and my parents went through a divorce, so we understand what divorce does, right? And how it affected us as we were growing up. Also, we see both our parents marry other women or other men, so we understand, how their life was, changed and altered because of this. So you have to look at certain situations, how you two can relate. You know, that's how you're gonna find the perfect girl. Is if you can relate to her in her past and how she can relate to you in your past. So there's not much questions to ask. You know, that's how it worked for me. I don't know how it's gonna work for you. I'm only letting you know how it worked out for me. Okay, so pretty much trying to find a girl that has pretty much the same IQ as you, has the same goals and same ideas, perspective as you have. She doesn't necessarily have to have the same hobbies as you, but very open minded to participate in yours. And let me see what else. Be committed, be loyal. Because there's gonna be a point where you want to marry this woman. So make sure she understand that if you two get together, hopefully you two will stay committed and will get married one day. Another one is yeah. There's not much to say. It's going to be very difficult. I won't say very difficult for you to find the most perfect person. Just remember, there's going to be a time where you're going to have to settle for flaws. Okay, not everybody is perfect. All right, everybody has to, like I said, a certain uniqueness to them. Right. I do know a few more facts that girls will be girls, and you got to learn how to take care of them. All right, just gotta be able to take care of a woman, man. The thing is, at the end of the day, a girl will still be a girl. Okay, they're gonna whine, they're gonna cry, they want kisses, they want hugs. Okay, and you're gonna have to baby them. It is what it is. So just know, if you can't love a kid, you can't love a woman. If you can't love a baby, you can't love a woman. You gotta learn how to kiss kids. You gotta learn how to kiss babies. So if you don't know how to do all that, if you hate kids, you're not gonna be a good fit for a woman. Cause you know what? Like I said, a woman is a woman. She's gonna be a baby. You're gonna take care of her. All right. So hopefully that answers some of your questions. Like I said, it's just my perspectives. A lot of guys out there would definitely question my ideas of how to find a perfect woman, per se, right? Everybody has their own advice, but this is just mine. Okay, so with that being said, this is your boy Jason Yamamoto, and I'll talk to you guys later. Breathe.